Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In today's video we have a Labyrinth playthrough which I already recorded, but I wanted to add this update in here because I was taking a look at yesterday's contribution where the weekly rankings were settled for the Honor Duel and Arcane Labyrinth for the Guild Supremacy passes, and it does actually look like if you can finish in the top 20 you will be getting 500 Supremacy passes, 400 Supremacy passes for the top 50. If we take a look at the ranking breakdown, basically the numbers are 500, 400, 300, 200, 100, and it is the same for the Honor Duel. So if you can rank in the higher Arcane Labyrinth, top 20 you can earn 500 passes per week for your guild, top 50 you can earn 400 passes per week for your guild, and that makes Arcane Labyrinth even more important during this Guild Supremacy event to help out your guild. So that being said, we will get into the video and I hope you guys enjoy it. Because it is Monday, we were doing our weekly attempt for the leaderboard, and again we've gotten a pretty good setup. And I just want to emphasize on the fact that if you're going to try to go for this high floor clearing strategy, you should try to pick up as many of the Sanctuary relics as possible, because these are how you unlock the essential shielding related crests, which are going to allow you to clear to the higher floors. Fortitude can also give you certain shield related crests, but the major ones are contributed by the Sanctuary relics. So I guess again we got pretty lucky to be offered the opportunity to pick up this many Sanctuary relics, but just make sure you're always picking them when you have the opportunity, and that you're refreshing the crest until you find a really strong crest for your lineup. So we managed to get the Verdict Shield in this playthrough, so we're gonna try to go for the floor 20 clear again, and I'm gonna just take you guys along the journey. So let's go ahead and pick up this Sanctuary relic. We're one stage before the boss right now. Okay, this is a really good example. So right now there's not any crest here, which is really a good idea to be running. So we're gonna have to refresh, and let's hopefully get some shield related crest. Healing power. Okay, robust acceleration. Unfortunately, and I guess this is what is going to happen sometimes, you're not going to get the most optimal crest, but I think actually here we're going to want to go for Sanctuary Force, because doubling the vitality will increase the shielding, and we already have one shield related crest, and we have the Verdict Shield, and then we're just going to run multiple shielders like Coco and Lucius in the final floors, and hopefully that will be enough to get the win. So here's a boss. I'm actually interested in testing that, like, if we go for the full support comp right now, is it just gonna do fine? Like, we have Lucius and Coco, and then finally we will need... Oh, this is awkward because we don't have a factional synergy. I guess we can go for Odie for right now. Let's try Odie and go for the Vitality related spell. Okay, let's try it out. So the key one, of course, in the crest is the Verdict Shield. It converts your shielding to true damage, but usually that in and of itself is not going to be enough for you to clear floor 20. You're going to need some other quests which are synergized with that and give you some shielding onto your team. And unfortunately, again, this is not going to help us that much, but we're going to look for energy, because to get more ultimate cast for more shielding. Double the haste bonus granted by speedy recovery. I mean, we already have 6 of them. Doubling the haste bonus doesn't seem terrible. When an enemy hero takes damage in the first 8 seconds of battle, reduces the HP of all other enemy heroes by... I mean... that could be good, right? Balancing damage, because we're going to be hitting pretty hard with our true damage. But only 20% of the damage dealt? I don't know. It seems a little bit strange. We could go for a refresh. Speedy Recovery Force seems the best here, but I'm going to refresh, see if we get something better. Okay, there we go. And so this is the other key thing about these haste-related Speedy Recovery relics. You can get shielding from them. So really, if you think about it, the Sanctuary relics for the Vitality, the Speedy Recovery relics for the Haste, both of these are going to unlock crests which are going to make you build up your shield comp. So try to pick those two. Fortitude is actually probably a third pick choice. I didn't realize how important speedy recovery is for these crests you can get. Okay, so health shield. That's it. Health shield is the one. It is the best, one of the best crests in the game. And now we're going to be able to get a really high clear. We have the health shield, and we have the verdict shield, and we have one other final crest, which is also going to be really strong. This one, chain shield. When an allied hero HP ratio exceeds 70%, convert 30% of the current HP to a permanent shield. Yeah, and I think that keeps stacking. I don't know, but it seems to be giving a lot of shielding. So we're gonna try without Scarlita because, or we can even try honestly without any factional synergy. This is what we did last time, and it worked out pretty well for us. So we can go ahead and do, yeah, we can do this. But we can position like that or something. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's see, first floor, and I think we're just gonna dominate now. We have the perfect crest lineup. And you might think, like, honestly, I did think when we did the first run of this, we got lucky. And then even when we got the second run of this, we got lucky again. But now this is our third run consecutively in a row. And we're probably going to easily clear floor 20 this time too. So out of 3 runs, we've cleared floor 20 in each of the 3 runs. I still think we have gotten lucky because you need to be offered the Sanctuary Relics. But you do get a lot of choices throughout your Arcane Labyrinth playthrough up to floor 15. And so you should be able to get at least up to 4 to activate 2 different crests in the Sanctuary Relic series, because that, and then if you can even get 2 crests, that can be enough. Like honestly, just verdict shield plus 1 of the shielding. And now if you also focus on speedy recovery to try and get the health shield that we got, or go for fortitude for some other different shielding crests. Like here we have a fortitude one, and we're going to refresh. Okay, none of these look really good. Let's go ahead and refresh and see what we get. Timed bonus. Okay, I guess Sandstorm might be the thing, but we're not going to be running control unless we run Iron, who does shield himself as well. 3 seconds into battle increase. No, that isn't good. Yeah, we're gonna go for Sandstorm, and maybe if we run Iron or Crowd Control, we can try that. So yeah, I don't think Fortitude is really gonna be a priority. Number 1, Sanctuary, and then number 2, probably Speedy Recovery. I think Guard and Fortitude can give you some decent crests, but from my experience, Sanctuary seems to give the most, definitely, because it's a shielding related one, and Speedy Recovery just gave us an amazing one. But I don't know how lucky we were to get that. Like, I don't know how frequently something like that is offered. Okay. So here we have floor 18, and the other cool thing is on our first allied ultimate cast, we fear them for 3 seconds, but it doesn't even matter. Look at all the shielding, the opponents can't break through it. The health shield, and as well as that other shield, which was the purple quality crest. When your HP, your HP above 70% is converted into shield. That's pretty insane. And I think along with healing, when you heal up and then it is then converted into shield, I think both of them cause a lot of shield conversion. Like the health shield and this ratio when you're above 70% health. Okay, so we have Kruger here. And 5 Krugers, but it doesn't really matter. Now, for the boss fight, last time I remember that Odie dealt a lot of damage. Even though, like, the true damage from her shielding should really be the way to maximize the damage onto the boss, but Odie still managed to do, like, the most damage the last time we did a run of this. But we didn't have Verdict Shield at that point. So I want to try just with this full support shielder comp. So we have this activated. We can take a look at if we can get any good crests here. Reduce allied heroes damage. When battle starts, all enemies receive true damage equal to 10% of max HP and are stunned for 3 seconds. I guess that's the one we have to go for. But for a boss, it's not that effective. So let's go ahead and refresh and see what we can find here. Brutal attack. Yeah, I don't think these are going to be too preferred. I really think it's the Sanctuary and then maybe Speedy Recovery or Fortitude. These ones don't seem to synergize with the shield comp. Allied hero deals damage, sacrifice 5% of current HP to deal additional true damage equal to 1.5 times HP lost. I mean, this could be good, but we have so much true damage from the shield, so I'm not gonna try to reduce our HP. And we can go for Swift Breeze, although the boss is gonna run onto our side. Okay, we can go damage resistance. Okay, because I think we're sacrificing our own HP. So I think that will trigger that. Okay, so we're gonna go for this full support comp with maximum shielding from all of the heals we have. And see if this will be the maximum damage for the boss. Yeah, we don't even have a factional synergy, but we don't care. Let's see how much damage we can deal onto the boss. And I think we can replay it if need be. Okay. That took his life down pretty quick. Already down 2 rounds. Round 4, yeah, this looks to be probably the best. You just want maximum shielding. This boss is pretty crazy because, like, he destroys whoever he starts slamming onto the ground. Like, even though Lucius was really well protected with shielding, it didn't even matter. This boss just obliterated him. Okay, yeah, I guess the thing with this is you just want to be alive for as long as possible because the boss just keeps killing your heroes one by one. Can we get one more round killed? One more round kill with Thorn, come on. There we go. Okay, I'll take that. We got to round 10 of difficulty 15 of the Labyrinth boss. Honestly, just making it to floor 20 doesn't matter how well you perform on the boss. But I want to take a look at, before we skip through this, because I always do that, I want to look at our crest and just go over them. So one key thing in this strategy, and it will help you to pick up more crests and relics, is that you want to try to maximize your pure crystals. So I went for a money jar early in the run, like I think maybe floor 3 or 4. And then I tried to save up all my pure crystals because then each time you enter a room, 20% is given to you. And then that's why we had so many pure crystals to refresh each time a crest was offered. And also to even buy from the Fitz store sometimes the different relics we want. But the key ones for this run definitely is Health Shield. That is probably the strongest health granting. Well, Health Shield and also this Sanctuary Force doubles the vitality, so that increased all of our shielding, which was pretty insane. But really, this Chain Shield also provides a lot of shielding because when the HP ratio exceeds 70%, convert 30% of the current HP to a permanent shield. It doesn't wear off. And then the thing is, if you keep healing your hero, I think you're gonna keep rising above 70% HP ratio, and then you're gonna convert that into shielding too. The shield gain from this effect is converted back into an equal amount of HP when you win. Yeah, so it's not like your HP is actually depleted. And we just went for like as much tankiness with our different crest choice as you can see here, as much shield granting capability with the vitality. So the rhyme cycle was, I used this because we picked this up early. I think we unlocked that from, I don't think this was from the Sanctuary set. I think it was from a different set. But this is pretty decent. Stunning is utility. Stuns are really valuable. And also damage proportionate, true damage based on their max HP is also effective. Like I was thinking if we don't pick up all the needed crests for our floor 20 clear, we could at least try to clear to floor 17 with a setup like that. Sandstorm was for control effects, and these other ones here are just about survivability, like damage resistance we picked up, impact armor, we wanted to not have any issue surviving. And this was the stun when enemies reach 500, so again buying time, and then also fearing the enemies on our first ultimate cast. So it's like protection and utility type. So that was basically how we were able to get another floor 20 clear, and is going to put us in the number 1 spot for this week. And so hopefully you guys like can try to follow this strategy. Honestly, it is pretty reliable. Like 3 times in a row, I don't think, like, definitely you need luck in order for this to happen. I don't negate that, but if you're focusing on these specific relics and you are always picking up the Sanctuary relics when they're offered, always refreshing your crest option for the Sanctuary until you get key shielding ones, and then also focusing on the other relics like the speedy recovery one for the haste, because that gave a really nice the healing shield, or fortitude. I think those are the major 3 which are going to give you shield related crests. If you're really targeting this and you have these lineup of heroes, you don't even need Scarlita. You can replace Scarlita for Damien, and maybe that would even be better, honestly. But then you can reliably, even if not clear to floor 20, I think there would be no issue for you clearing floor 16, maybe even 17. and then you have almost a guaranteed top 20 spot if you're going to do this early on in the week. Like if you can clear floor 17 early in the week, you're almost guaranteed top 20 of the leaderboard, which is amazing. And like you can get to floor 20 if you get the luck and things line up like this. But hopefully this was helpful, and good luck on you guys clearing Arcane Labyrinth. But yeah, it is kind of fun to keep using this strategy. It makes Arcane Labyrinth a little bit more interesting, because otherwise if you just mindlessly clicking through the floors, just trying to make it to floor 16 or 17, it gets really boring and monotonous. But at least for right now, this is still kind of fun, because you're always like, is it gonna happen? Are we gonna get the crest we want? But anyway guys, that's gonna be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe, because I upload daily AFK journey videos. Until the next video, everyone, peace out for now, and thank you for watching.